Hi, my name is Charlie McGrath. I'm the founder of WideAwakeNews.com and a host on the Rinse Radio Network. Total financial collapse. When's this going to happen? That's the question everybody has, and nobody has the answer to. Unless perhaps it's the folks running the show, the folks that own the central banking cabal that truly controls the governments of the West. And they don't even know because they don't understand what the response is going to be from the populace. What kind of pushback are they going to get? Total financial collapse. Nobody knows the date without a doubt, and if somebody tells you they do, you better watch out, because the next thing they're going to do is try to sell you something as soon as they offer you a date of collapse. We do know this. It is inevitable. It has to happen. You can't bail out debt with more debt and heap more debt on top of that and think the debt is going to bail you out of debt. It's just not going to happen. It will collapse because that's the design, to collapse and immerse the world in an unpayable debt to install global financial governance. This isn't me guessing. This is their own words. This is what they want, and this is what they're going to try to get. If we look back at 2008, the mainstream media came on board with this plan, and they explained to the world what an exotic investment vehicle was. They explained to the world what a derivative was, what a mortgage-backed security was. Shortly after that, we were told we had to suspend free market capitalism in order to save it. Then we gave away our financial future to a bunch of banksters. J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citi, Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs. These companies, these 5 companies, made up 43% of the economy pre-crisis of 2008. Today, 2012, they make up 56% of the economy. They're getting bigger. They're getting more powerful. They're the ones who are going to come out of this on top of the heap. The people of the world are going to be the ones who are going to be subjugated by this collapse. If we look at Europe right now, it is back in the mainstream. The mainstream's talking about the continent of Europe. They're talking about Greece exiting the EU. They're talking about Spain being over 50% unemployment. They're talking about Italy entering into what could be a depression. They're calling it a depression. The fact of the matter is the mainstream media will be used just like it was in 2008 in this crisis of reality that is going to be unleashed on the people of the world. It is not a coincidence that in October of 2011, Bank of America transferred $75 trillion from a non-FDIC, non-Federal Reserve-backed entity into their Bank of America unit so it could be backed by the Federal Reserve and FDIC. It was also at the same time that J.P. Morgan Chase did the same exact thing with $79 trillion in notional derivative debt. It isn't a coincidence that Jamie Dimon is out apologizing for a piddly $2 billion loss by J.P. Morgan. It's because $2 billion is the tip of the iceberg. When the derivative monster explodes, the pieces are put into place to put this failure on the back of the people of the world. There is a reason why Glass-Steagall is not in force in 2012. It is so these institutions can take their failure and put it onto the people of the world. This is the collapse. This is the crisis of reality a lot of us have been talking about for a long time. And we need to understand the solution that is about to be offered to the people of the world in the form of quantitative easing, in the form of more bailouts and more handouts and more guarantees. It is a death sentence for liberty on this planet. They will turn the security and military industrial complex on anybody who stands up to oppose this tyrannical financial takeover. Stories are attached. That's all I got.